Hey, what's up everyone? So welcome back to another video, and today's topic is why I think foldable devices are the future. Because what we have today is normal phones with glass display on only one display, but the phones today, they got really boring and they are also kind of fragile. If they fall down, then yeah, you either get a new one or you need to repair it. But in my opinion, foldable devices are kind of the future, mainly because we come to the point where displays can be flexible, and with flexibility you can have small devices, and once you open them you have big devices, which is the case with the Galaxy Fold 3 here, which you see it's a normal device. If you compare it to a Galaxy S21 Ultra, it's even smaller. Of course, it's a bit thicker, but yeah, you can say it's a normal device, and even has a display in the front, which is too small for use. But once you open it, it's great. Imagine having a phone of this size and put it in your pocket. No, it's not gonna work. And I also have a Surface device, which I wanted to get my hands on a Surface Duo for so long, but they were so expensive, and since I know how Microsoft works, I was not really having high expectations. And yeah, the software from Microsoft here, it's not really that great. It has some limitations, but still I got one for a good price, and I'm really happy about that. But you can see it's fluid, and I ran out of storage right there. I think that's very rare for me to run out of storage. But like I was saying, the device is smooth and everything, but it's not a device for everyone, and it's not a device that's gonna please you that much by using it. You're gonna get sometimes frustrated, but that's another story. The topic of today is that foldables are the future, because like I've said, you can have a small form factor device. This is by no means small in comparison to a Galaxy Z Fold 3. I mean, yeah, it's definitely pretty wide, but it's so thin. When folded, it might even be thinner than my Galaxy Z Flip, than my Galaxy S21 Ultra. It's, of course, it has a case, a carbon fiber case, but it's still pretty thin. And when you open it it's really, really thin. This autofocusing is really bad, but it's so thin. I actually really enjoy it, and it looks as well futuristic. And when you use it, imagine you're using it, it's gonna drag attention, but of course it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, this device. It has here huge bezels, of course, but when you can do many things with your device, you can fold it in different ways, it's just great. And the best thing is having dual screens. Of course, I would love to not have, yeah, this gap in the middle, and to have it like the Galaxy Z Flip phones, where you have an entire display, you don't have any gap in the middle. But having dual display, like, let me say like this, when you Z Flip a Z Fold device, when you open it, it's also like using a phone with only one display. Of course, you can put the apps in dual screen mode. Let me actually try it. And let's go camera. You can put the apps in dual screen mode and you can use it, but it's not the same as having two displays, which here is where the Surface device does a kind of better job in having dual displays. But this thing in the middle, it kind of ruins the device, because if you want to watch a video in full screen or in both of the screens, you can't. Or if you want to open an app, and let me try to put it in both of the screens, if it's gonna be possible. Okay. So you put it in, I mean, it's not really, yeah, you can see right there, like, it's, Microsoft kind of optimized it. As you can see, the search bar went into the left side, the settings are on the right side, but it's when you want to watch a video, it's not really that great. The best thing of having this kind of setup is having two apps at the same time opened. You see, I opened here Photos, for example, and here I can open Amazon, so you have two different apps open at the same time. And one nice cool trick is, if you wanna switch the app from one screen to the other one, you can just do that, and I love this option. But yeah, the other app, it closed. So that's why foldable devices are kind of gaining in market share, because you can have a small device and when you open it, you have a tablet mode, because these days tablet mode is the way to go, and everyone wants to have a tablet, iPad, tablet. Nobody wants to have small displays. And actually, shockingly for me, a few weeks ago, Google launched its Pixel Fold device, which I really was not expecting for Google to risk and launch a foldable device. It's almost the same as the Z Flip, where you have an external display, better ratio than Z Fold 3, but when you open it, it's this exactly like this. So I was really not expecting for Google to take that risk. It's okay when Samsung takes a risk, because Samsung can afford it, let's say like that. But I was not expecting Google to do that, and we saw from Oppo did that the same. OnePlus is gonna do in the future. There is even talks or rumors that Apple is gonna do it as well. That we need still to see. But as you can see, every manufacturer is trying to jump into the bandwagon of foldables. But in my opinion, that's really the future, because again, I said it a few times already, you can have a small device. When you open it, you have a big device. Of course, at the moment, the technology is not really maybe right there, because a device like this, you have a crease in the middle. It's kind of a bit disturbing. Or a device like the Surface phone, where you have two separate displays. Again, it's not for everyone, but it's for some. And like I mentioned previously, normal phones are getting boring. Actually, it's funny, because when I'm home, when I use my private device, one display, it's fine for use. That's not a big problem. But when I'm at work, I can't really use a phone with a small display. Once I started using the Z Fold 3, it was really hard to go back to a normal phone, because when you work daily and you need to open PDF files or Word documents or Excel documents, having a small screen is really a pain in the butt, and a big screen, it really, really helps. And having dual screen like this, it can help even more, but it's just this gap in the middle kind of ruins it. It's really nice that we have two different type of devices, where this one has also two displays, one big display and one outer display, but this one, it's so small, you can't really do many things on it. Of course, you can use it as a normal phone, but it's really hard to use it. But the nice thing on the Microsoft Duo device here is, when you close it, you can use a big display. But like I said, the Microsoft Duo here on the software side is not really that optimized. It really needs some work to do, but knowing Microsoft, I'm not gonna put my hand on fire for them. I'm not saying that this design from Microsoft is the future, but having a small device or a small screen, and at the same time having a big screen or two screens, it's great. And here's what I was saying, it's not really working that fine. As you saw right there, I was trying to to close it and it's not working. Right now I'm trying to swipe to open the apps and it's not really working as it should, but once it starts working, it's working. Of course, I need here to do it. But one nice thing about the Microsoft Duo here is when you want to open the apps on this side, you swipe on this side. We want on this side and on this side. And once the technology advances even more, the displays are going to get better and better. And why not have the option to have a small device and have a big device at the same time? But anyway, let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think about the future of foldable phones or the future of traditional phones. Which you think is gonna survive in the near future? My bet is on the foldables. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Till the next one.